And good afternoon. My name is Dean Mazzarella, Mayor for the City of Leominster, and welcome. And thank you for watching. It is April 1st. It's our afternoon briefing. Again, we try to take all of the information that we gather all day. We try to boil it down for you and make it sort of as local as we possibly can. So here are the updated cases, and I will repeat the updated cases as of 4 o'clock. I will report them to you and a couple of times during this briefing. Total cases confirmed in Massachusetts, 6,600. Worcester County, 563. It was 433, so it's gone up a little over 100. Hospitalized, 682. It was 562 yesterday, so again, gone up about 100. Deaths, 122. And here in the city of Leominster, in terms of those that have been tested positive, is 19. And so what we hope to have for you soon is those that have recovered. So they're all in that list. So when we say 19 in Leominster, that is 19, but that's confirmed at one point or another. So we're going to try to give you a separate column that shows you the difference. I see somebody's posting a number from Fitchburg. I don't know what that number is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's confirmed or not. But I will take your word for it. Let's see. Okay. So for Leominster has gone up. Just got another update. It's gone from 19 to 26. And out of that 26, 22 are active. The others are out of quarantine and have been given the go-ahead. So in Leominster, the case number is now up to 26, and 22 are active. City Hall is open. If you need anything, try to go to our website, leominster-ma.gov, and see if you can find what you need there. And if you can't, by all means, give us a call. Hotline for the school department, I will sort of see if I can get the slides going to this. There we go. There's our important phone numbers right there. No? Yeah, there we are. Meals on Wheels, Leominster Veteran Center, State Hotline 211. For those that would like to, we have close to 40-something volunteers, people that have volunteered at the Emergency Management Center. Thank you. We're going to need you. We really are. And anyway, 978-534-7500, extension 5055. That's if you would like to volunteer, and or if you need some assistance and it's not 911 related. As I said, we are open. We have forms online. There's much of city government that you can do online. If you cannot, call us, 978-534-7500, and we will make sure you get whatever it is that you need from us. We're on standby, willing to do whatever it takes to keep local government moving and to help you out. Here are cases as of yesterday, it looks like, but again, there are updated cases, so I'll go by this slide right now. Testing sites, again, Health Alliance and Reliant, must have a doctor's note or they will not let you in. So we have 26 cases in Leominster, 22 active, 4 being self-quarantined, if that's reliable information, and I'm not sure if it is or not. But anyway, there's our testing sites. Make sure you have your doctor send over a doctor's order and have them email it, or they can fax it over. This is the program that, and let's see if we can't put some of these important slides up on our website for tomorrow morning or for tonight. Comcast Essential Program. A few people asked me about that today, and I didn't have the information right on me, but here it is. So if you do not have internet available to you right now, Comcast is going to give it to you for free. And again, eligibility is based on income, National School Lunch Program, Housing Assistance, Medicaid, SNAP, SSI, and other generally eligible programs. So if you do not have internet in your home and you would like it, they'll give you 2 months free, and then after that it's $9.95. So Google Comcast Essential Programs, Comcast Essentials Program. and they will get you hooked up. We are making a big push. School department is trying to contact every student and every family to find out who needs an electronic device and who also needs internet access. The fastest way to get your stimulus check. Here we go. Take a picture of that. You got your phone close by. Take a picture of this. Post it. Share it. Give it to your friends. According to the IRS, number one, they do not, absolutely not, make phone calls. So if you get a phone call from somebody saying, and tell this to everybody you know, tell your elderly parents, whoever it might be, if you get a call from somebody saying they need some information for the IRS because of they're going to be mailing you a check, but we need some information first, absolutely do not give it to them. IRS has stated on a number of occasions they do not, and I repeat, do not call for any reason. Okay, all slides are up on our website now. Make sure you file your tax return for 2019 or 2018. That includes your bank information so the Treasury Department can direct deposit the money into your account. The vast majority of people do not need to take any action. The IRS will calculate and automatically send the payment to those eligible. If you haven't filled out your 2019 taxes yet, the IRS will use your 2018 return to determine eligibility. Again, there's no need to call the agency or sign up to receive the check. If you didn't get direct deposit on your last return, the IRS will be setting up a website in a few weeks where people can submit their information, or you can wait for a check in the mail. But again, I can't stress it enough. Do not, under any condition, take any phone calls from anybody who says that they are calling from the IRS and they need information. The IRS does not make phone calls. News roundup, the governor announced the finalization of the DCU Center in Worcester as a field hospital. He's doing his press conference as we speak from there. There are 250 beds. The arena is 50,000 square feet. It's going to be used to treat patients who are too sick to go home, but not ill enough to be in the hospital. So that frees up those urgent beds at our regional hospitals throughout the Commonwealth. The DCU Center will be staffed with UMass medical students who will be graduating early and are very eager to help out and to work. We have declared a state of emergency, which will help us get that federal assistance. Governor Baker has extended the non-essential business closures and stay-at-home advisory to May 4th. We should be very proud of all the companies in Massachusetts that are stepping up to help. Many of the companies have retooled themselves so that they can make masks and other important medical devices. A new list of essential businesses is posted on mass.gov. Health Alliance, somebody's asking how is Health Alliance doing in terms of capacity. They are at what they are sharing with us to be 60% capacity. The governor also is expecting a 10-day surge estimated between April 7th and the 17th. So please take that seriously. And yes, they are using the former Wallace Civic Center owned by Fitchburg State, which is a state of Massachusetts owned property. Yes, they are using it for a mortuary, but that is because they're staging themselves for a huge surge and they need a location. And this is central Massachusetts. It is central to the state. It is an area that they can get to from almost anywhere in no time at all. And so they are setting up that mortuary. But again, if you're going to follow the overall pandemic plan, it does call for a mortuary to be housed in the event that it is needed. Now, let's hope, obviously, that is not needed. But if it is, they have been staging there for a couple of days. They're bringing in equipment. It's very organized. And it's part of the pandemic, and if we really need it, then we don't want to be setting these kinds of things up, especially a mortuary. We don't want to be setting them up last minute. That doesn't work that way. It takes time to set it up, and so I know that's sort of circulating around the area right now. For the last couple of days, they've been bringing in equipment and staging it with the medical examiner's office and state police and other agencies looking to assist. Please tell people to take their temperatures occasionally as an early warning for the virus. Absolutely. We do the same thing in some city departments and public safety. So yes, if you can find one of those thermometers, it's a good thing to do. Take your temperature. It's one of the first symptoms. Anyway, the state is doing about 40,000 tests a day, and so we expect to find more people that are testing positive, and that goes for here locally. And we were at 15 over the weekend, jumped to about 17, 19 as of this morning, and then it jumped up to 26, but some have already come off that list at 22. So anyway, I know it gets a little bit complicated, and but we're trying to help you here in terms of understanding it all and what it means to you. Another month, at least, of no school, of businesses being quarantined. I see, Mike, you're watching this. Good website. In fact, Wendy found it this weekend, and it's from the Senate, the federal Senate, put out this document for small business and entrepreneurs. Go to our website at leominster-ma.gov. It's there. We still haven't found anything as good as this. It's really a very helpful document. It helps small business understand how it is that the federal government is going to be helping you out. Stimulus package, again, I think we've gone over this a number of times. You should be automatically receiving your check in automatic deposit. If you've done your taxes 2019, 2019 and 2018, if you haven't done them and you're one of those people that for some reason hasn't filed taxes in the last couple of years, I'd urge you to go file your taxes and maybe pay what you owe, because you might actually make out on the stimulus. Here's some more information on the stimulus package. Yes, please tell people to dispose of their gloves. I can tell you I picked up a number of gloves downtown today. Please, please, please. There's nothing worse than seeing gloves on the ground. Put them in a plastic bag. Wait till you find some trash, but don't take them off your hands and throw them on the ground. Somebody else has to pick them up. Here's some more information on the stimulus. Pays up to 8 weeks of average payroll and other costs will be forgiven, and the business retains its employees and salaries. There's an economic injury loan, emergency economic injury grant. So provides up to $10,000 for a small business, and then nonprofits that apply for an SBA loan. The grant is available to small businesses, private nonprofits, sole proprietors, and independent contractors, as well as cooperatives and employee-owned businesses. For all this information, you can go to SBA.gov, or you can go to the North Central Mass Chamber of Commerce, or you can find the CARE Act summary for businesses online at leominster-ma.gov. No, when you're active, somebody said 22 active. So it's 26, 22 are active. That means they are currently at some phase. They might have been confirmed a week ago, but they're still active until they're out of quarantine. It's still declared. And yes, until they're cleared. And so the 22 number is those, is if you take away 4 people that have been cleared, then that leaves 22 that are actually testing positive. Are masks available? Yes, we are getting masks all of the time. We have another allotment tomorrow coming in from AIS. They are not all the certified ones that everybody's looking for, but they are helpful to home healthcare workers who also need protection. But supplies are coming in more and more every day, and it's just a matter of time before we get everything that we need and then some. But it has been frustrating for those that are waiting for supplies. If you're just watching, my name is Dean Mazzarella, Mayor of the City of Leominster, and we bring you these updates at 9 in the morning, and we also bring them to you at 4 in the afternoon. Here's the stimulus package examples of other appropriations. This is all the money that was appropriated, and there are all of the categories by which the money was earmarked. Employee business assistance, again, you can call our office at 978-534-7500, extension 0, or you can call the Chamber of Commerce. Those 2 great places to find out information. Leominster, Lancaster, and Sterling Veteran Services looking for a great outdoor social distancing project. Veterans grave markers need sprucing up. Memorial Day will be here soon, and our cemeteries could use your help. No need for maps or directions. Just get out there to one of the cemeteries with some gloves, a spade, a bucket, a brush, anything to help clear the grass from the veteran markers. And so what they mean by that is sometimes the grass grows over the veterans markers. The veterans markers are the ones that are placed face down in the ground. And usually we'll have what service, branch of service they perform. and also what rank they were, any other information about their military service. I find that when I do my dad's, I sort of take a little tool and sort of chisel it out around the sides and then pull up what goes around there, and it takes no time at all to help them out. So anybody that wants to help us with those, let me know, or let Veterans Director know as well, right? But you can call our office, and either Rick or I will get back to you. 978-534-7500, extension 0. We are flushing. I know that people are like, why you have to do that now? We're home. Well, it's because the system needs to be flush, and it's the quality of water that we're seeing in and around the city. So it does need to be flushed. And so we've started, and we're in the Pleasant and Union Street areas down by Pond Street and all the streets in between, 7 o'clock to 3. So keep some extra water around if you possibly can. After we're through, run the water, and that's when to send everybody into the shower or wash the dog. But anyway, that is a good time to do that, and we will clear up that. There is a big need for blood, and consider giving blood by calling 800 Red Cross. They really need you to call that phone number or to log into that redcross.org/Massachusetts, because they need to do it by appointment. And the closest site right now, I say at this particular point, is Worcester. Leominster Public Library, tons of things to do. You will not be bored. Go to their website. There's all kinds of cool things to do there, including care packages, if you need a book to read, a digital library, and everything you can ever imagine. Once you hit that site and start moving your way around, you'll find videos and music and books and everything that you can download from your house or from anywhere. Conservation activities, go to our website, click on Conservation Commission, and you'll find, again, all kinds of science-y things to do. Registry is in a no walk-in policy. Call that phone number right there. Take a picture. Go to our website. All of these slides are on the city's website, leominster-ma.gov. They've, I think, pretty much told everybody, forget going to the registry for anything unless you're really registering some sort of a new automobile, or you're a truck driver with a commercial driving license, and then they want you to visit, but call first. Here are some of the businesses that continue to operate virtually. And you see that until April 7th. Well, it's been extended. And, you know, the small businesses are really going to need your help. Every day, a good part of my day is talking to small businesses, and it's a struggle. And they've just added to another month to the process. That is going to be hurtful for them. And for many businesses, this is their busy time of the year. After the holiday season, which was off for many businesses, comes the spring, and spring means business, and business isn't there. And I talked to somebody that's a retailer, and they have a substantial, I'm talking huge amounts of product that will never see the public eye because it is early spring product. And because the retail centers are open, they are doing some online business, but it'll never catch up. And we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars of product that they have that no one will ever see. Here we are. We're going on a bear hunt. So a number of locations in town, homes, businesses, et cetera, that you can find bears. So throw the kids in the car, take a walk, see how many bears you can find. We have a whole list. Go to npeters at leominster-ma.gov if you'd like to be on that list. So there it is. Something fun to do. Weather's getting better. Next week is supposed to be really nice. And temperature's going up over 50 during the day, close to 60. People will be looking for things to do. And we'll talk about social distancing in a minute. But if you're just joining us, my name's Dean Mazzarola. I'm the mayor for the city of Leominster. I thank you for your cooperation. Everybody's been great. We are fielding as many phone calls as we can. And there are all kinds of things that come up. But it's just nice to know that people feel safe, and they feel that they can call on their city government to get answers that maybe sometimes people think, you know, that's a minor issue, and they probably won't care or have the time for you. Yes, we have the time. We'll make the time, and we will find the answer for you one way or another. Kids edition of tablets, we've not given away, loaned out quite a few. We have a limited amount, but we still have some. Again, give our give us a buzz at City Hall. And there it is. There's the phone number. Take a picture. Send it to somebody. I don't know what the honking horns were around Leominster today. There are 250. Nikki Peters says there are 250. Let me just go back a minute. There are 250 homes and businesses with bears. Really? Is that true? That's what Nikki Peters says. So for the list, Nikki, where do people find the actual list? Is there a list somewhere? Do they go to the community development site? Go ahead. I'll wait for that. Kim, thank you for. We have a couple of people that need computers. Thank you. If anybody has a computer, if you have a Chromebook at home, and you don't use it anymore, maybe you upgraded it, maybe you have a laptop, get it to us. We can refurbish it and make sure it gets into the hands of a student or somebody that really could use a, Life Skills drove by a student's house. I didn't know that. They don't tell me these things. I get the phone calls when something goes wrong. Anyway. Let's get those computers and laptops in the hands of those who could really use them. And so if you have one that you'd like to donate, you can go by Infinite Design on Lancaster Street, and they will be glad to refurbish those. So go to the Community Development Facebook page, and they will be glad to. It's, I don't know, Nikki, it says City of Leominster, Mass Facebook page. Okay, City of Leominster, Mass Facebook page, and they will help you out. So, Kim, thank you, and to your husband. He's a good guy. We like him. He's cool, New Zealand, good man. And they're taking all these computers and refurbishing them. So if you know somebody that needs one, or you know somebody that has one. People have these laptops all over the place. They're never going to touch them. And if you bring them in, they'll refurbish them and get them into the hands of somebody who could really use them. So thank you. And thank you, Kim. Are You OK program? See if we can get to that slide. There we go. Somebody that's medically disabled, senior citizens, shut-ins, whatever it might be. Dispatchers will call every day on a designated time. If no one answers after 2 times, they send an officer to check on them, and there's the phone number to sign in. And the way it works is if somebody gets up late, they go to bed late, they get up at 9 or 10, they'll call you around 9 or 10. Works great. I've had this program for over 30 years. It's excellent. Here we go. Can't say it enough. There's only one way that we're going to stop the spread of this, that we're going to get to the end. And it looks like, if you watched or listened to the president last night, it's probably the first time that I can say I actually seen him concerned. And you can see it in his face. And apparently he just had a briefing, and whatever information they shared with him, he shared with America is the best way that he can. And normally he's talking about a hopeful, maybe we'll get the chance to go to church on Easter to keep things high. And I think this time he had to come out and to sort of share information with people and his citizens of this country from end to end that we could expect between 100 and 250,000 deaths. It's incredible. It's hard to think. But if we do all the right things, we can minimize that, right? And so what is it? Did I say the easiest way to remember it? Assume that you have the virus. Assume that everybody you know has the virus. Assume that every product or any surface that you've touched is somehow or another compromised. Therefore, if you follow all those things and remember that this virus despises and hates just regular soap and water. It doesn't even have to be any special kind. If you just remember that this virus does not like alcohol, and I understand by watching the news a little while ago, alcohol sales are up by like 55 or 65%, but that's not the kind of alcohol I meant. I meant like alcohol as in hand sanitizer. If you do those things and you keep your distance, I know it's a little odd to have a conversation with somebody 4, 5, 6 feet apart, but you know what? If we're going to keep people alive and we're going to keep people healthy, this is how we're going to have to do it for a while. Thanks to our private sponsors and citizens, different businesses in town, they have all collectively donated things to us or the hospital, and us meaning public safety. And we've shared it with other municipalities. We've shared it with nursing homes and home health care providers. If there's something you need, by all means, we will try to track it down for you. I think we've been able to help everybody that's asked. So 978-534-7500, extension 5055. Kim, I have 2 that need to be wiped out, needs to be totally cleaned out. And that's from Wayne Tate. Thank you, Wayne. If you can get them down to Infinite Design, I know she would take them. They have been working on these things. They are also open, and they have other clients and businesses that count on them. But in the meantime, they are working hard to try to get some of these refurbished and get them out to kids that do not have computers. And these aren't loaners. These actually kids and families will be able to keep. Here we go. Wi-Fi still available if you go to the back of the library on Pearl Street. That's all you have to do to join is Leo Lib Guest. That's how I remember it. Leo Lib Guest, right? Leominster Library Guest. There's no password. Clock on. Senior shopping hours, really, at this point, I would suggest you just call, because I'm not sure, everybody's got different hours and different days, and I don't want to mess that up and have people showing up at the wrong time. So restaurant takeout, again, make a phone call, 4:35. You know, I was saying the other day that you can't tell that some of these restaurants are open for takeout. Well, 4:35 when I came in today, they got a big sign out there, open for takeout. Get a sign out there. Whatever it is, a sign doesn't cost that much. You can make one, blow one off of your computer, whatever it takes. But anyway, get that sign out there so we know that you're doing takeout. Some businesses have been thanking me to thank you, because they've been extremely successful in their takeout business. It's keeping them alive. And I know people can't afford to eat out every day, but you know, pick a Tuesday or Wednesday. I understand on a Friday and Saturday it gets really difficult. Leominster parks are open, 26 miles of hiking trails. People love it. As the president would say, it's incredible. It's incredibly incredible that we have 26 miles of hiking trails. Barrett Park, 8.9 acres. There's a nice walking trail around there. So visit one of our parks. We don't want to close the parks down. They've had to do that in some cities and states. We don't want to do it. We want to keep them open. Stay away from the equipment, because that's really a chance to pass it around, and we can't take that chance. So anyway, Doyle Field is open. Just stay off the equipment. Thank you. Fill out your census. I want to keep reminding you, the faster you do, that gets the heat off of everybody, because they will come looking for you. WLPZ 95.1. For your information, they provide information all day long. This is your local radio station, 95.1 FM, owned by the city, run by volunteers, and it also streams. They're high-tech over there. They stream at WLPZ.org, or you can go to their Facebook page, and they share everything down there anyway. So remember, you have a local radio station, listen to it. Have great music. Maybe you want to do a radio show there. Maybe there's something in particular that's a particular venue of music, or maybe there's a particular subject matter that you want to have a discussion on, and once a month you want to get on the radio and talk about old trains, old radio shows, antique cars, whatever it is, how to take care of yourself, how to lose weight, I don't know, whatever it is. Anyway, this got stuck in here. I don't know how it got stuck in there, but this is a story about us. And it is. Every day I come to work and I park in my parking spot, and every day, even through the winter, this little pansy survives. So last year when it got too hot and the pansies all had to be pulled out, this one escaped. It still looked good, and I asked them to leave it there. And it got real hot this summer. And when fall came and we had frost, this little pansy survived. Winter came and it got cold, and we had that early 2-foot snowstorm. And when the snow melted, because it melted within a week, it was gone, there was this little pansy still sitting there, still alive. And then after this winter, still alive. And I got out this morning, yesterday I took a picture of it, and I said, that's symbolic of us, right? We're going to survive. We're going to make it through this. It isn't going to be easy. There are times during the day that I'm sure you poke yourself and you wonder whether or not this is all a dream. You can still get in your car. You can still drive around. You can still stop at the takeout. So sometimes you think, this really hasn't impacted me, but if you've lost your job, or you've been laid off, or you know somebody that's tested positive, or maybe you came in contact with somebody that tested positive. Some of these things bring you to a reality check, and it all of a sudden dawns on you that we are in the midst of a pandemic. And so, like the little flower that seems to survive through all of the different seasons here. We will do well. We will survive. We will struggle, but we'll do that together. We will learn. We will help each other. We will be nice, and things could get a lot more challenging when people start to run out of money and they can't pay their bills and they need help. People run out of food and they need help, or somebody that tested positive needs some help and somebody to bring groceries to them. It will get tough, but that is the time when we really need to kick in, as well, how we always do it here in Leominster, right? We struggle, we do our best. When we struggle, we help each other out. And so a little example of that little flower that could, right? And that's us. So if you need anything, absolutely anything, you call us. We are staffed at your government is staffed. We may not be doing a particular item. We will stop what we're doing to help you out. We will go as far as we can to help you out. We'll come to your house to help you out. We'll do anything, help you fill out a form. There's nothing that we won't do. There is no dumb questions. Send them off to us. We would be glad to help you out. I love the pansy. Somebody needs to write a little book about it. Yes. And, you know, pansies always make me think delicate, but they are delicate flowers, but they are pretty weather resistant, but they don't like the heat. They like the cold more than they like the heat. So think about things that you can do in your house. Think about maybe starting those plants indoors. We had Ann on last week from Growing Places, and think about things that you can do inside the house. We're in for another month at least, and it's about time to start planting those cold weather plants. Maybe you want to start a small garden, raised beds, potted. Just get a 5-gallon bucket, and you can plant some things in there with the kids. You'd have a real great time doing it. You learn something. There's so many resources on the internet that you can find to help you so that you be successful. But we want to thank an extra special thanks to our nurse, Katrina Kuchar. I know that it was her birthday, and she has been working day and night, and she makes home visits to those that might have been tested positive to check on them, to make sure they're okay. She checks on city employees. She gathers all the data, takes all the data, and puts it all together for us so we can better understand it. So thank you. She does go above and beyond. She's been on the show just a couple of weeks ago. She's a brilliant lady, and she cares, and she's a big win for us, and a great part of the team at Leominster City Government. So if you're just watching and you just tuned in, thank you for watching. We have 26 confirmed cases. 4 have been removed from the confirmed cases because they are in the clear. That's a good sign, and we hope it continues that way. We went from 2, we drastically, gradually over the last 2 weeks up to 4, and then 10 and 15 over this weekend to 19, to 17, and then 19 this morning, and then it went up, it shot up. But we're doing more testing, and that's great because I think we've got a population that has no symptoms, and they are going to work every day or out in the community and have no clue. They are positive. So that's a good thing. And as Robert said a little while ago, take your temperature. That's like a very early sign that you may be positive. Before we leave, thank you to everyone here at LTV. They come here each and every day to set up. They stay. They do my show on Thursday nights, get us all set up. They take this down, set up other sets. And thank you to them. Thank you to all of the people in the healthcare industry, all of them, from home health care, nursing homes, urgent care centers, Leominster Emergency Room, Health Alliance, Reliant, all of the doctors, physicians, nurses, everybody. This is taxing on them. And remember, they have to, they might not have all the supplies they need in some cases. They have to go home to their families and not know whether or not they have, the virus. And so all of those things that we don't think about. So let's make sure we don't forget them. We thank them. As I said yesterday, we are fortunate. We have great healthcare system here. Myself and my family, we've all had to use it in the last year and a half, and we've got nothing but the best of the best of the best treatment by everybody we came involved with. And so we're lucky and fortunate to have such a great healthcare system. We really are. I think we're just about wrapped up. If I don't see any other questions here, if anybody has any questions, you can always email them to me at dmazzarella@leominster-ma.gov, or you can message me on Facebook Messenger. Thank you for watching. Thank you again to LTV, 95.1 FM, WLPZ. And again, thank you for being patient and kind. That's what's going to get us to the end of this. Take care of yourself. Again, assume you have the virus. Assume everybody you come in contact with has the virus. Assume every surface you come in contact with has somehow or another been compromised. Soap and water and alcohol. And not that kind of alcohol, but, you know, this kind of alcohol. You know what I mean? Okay, we'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock sharp. Thank you. Be safe. Be healthy.